Better get to work, goats. Here comes more acorns. All right. What is the skin? The skin is the boundary between everything that is you and everything that isn't you. What is inside your skin is you. What is outside your skin is not you. Huh? How do we tell where we begin and where we end? The skin tells us. All right, we are in our skin. And what's outside of our skin, that ain't us. So there's two possible things that can be going on when there's disruption at the skin. We could be in a psychological state in which we feel that life itself is irritating and wears at us. And we feel that life is kind of abrading us, you know? And the skin, thank you so much, Jeanette. I really appreciate it. Hard to keep them out of there. They just so love that nettle. Eat more acorns. Yeah, she says. I want nettle. All right, so we really feel like abraded by life, and the skin expresses that. And especially the kind of thing that you were talking about, huh? It's just these little patches and things, and they're kind of itchy. And that seemed to me to be a possibility for you, that you were feeling kind of, you know, scratched on by life, right? And so in that case, we really want to toughen the skin, right? We want to make ourselves a little stronger and tougher. And in a way, we can say we want to get thicker skin, right? We just want to be able to let a little of that roll off more. You know, when I went with my mother and my daughter to, you know, go traveling about, I did like, you know, triple Teflon coat. So that it'll all just roll off, just roll right off, just triple Teflon coat. Oh, that went through the first layer. It's okay, I got 2 more layers of Teflon. It's still rolling. Because that was a real hard position for me between the daughter and the mother. Whoa. You know, that was a real squeeze stress for me. So a lot of, you know, just whew, coating it down there, making that skin tougher, thicker. Comfrey is absolutely ideal for that. There's a comfrey leaf growing right behind me here. And the little dead tree here is the first peach tree that grew on the property, and that also grew from a pit. And the big, big green leaves under the peach tree are comfrey leaves. Now, we talked a little bit about comfrey yesterday, not very much because it wasn't really on the agenda, and I figured I would talk about it today. The comfrey that's growing in my garden there flowers. Anybody else grow comfrey? Yeah. Is your comfrey flower? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Has really pretty kind of purpley, bluey kind of flowers, sometimes heading toward pink. And the bees really like the flowers. A lot of bees come into those flowers. Do those flowers ever make seeds? No. No, never make seeds, ever, ever. What does that tell us?
It spreads underground.
What?
It spreads underground.
No. What does that tell us about the plant? It does not spread underground. I'm sorry? If there are flowers and pollinators and no seeds, what do we know? It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid, yes? Flowers, pollinators, no seeds. It's a hybrid. It's not capable of reproducing itself. It's a hybrid. Now, all the comfrey that is sold in the United States is labeled Symphytum officinalis. It's not. That's not Symphytum officinalis. That's Symphytum uplandica. Russian comfrey or blue comfrey. And it flowers out at almost head height. Right? When my comfrey is flowering, it's 5 to 7 feet tall. It's kind of shaded here under the oak. Comfrey in a really bright, sunny garden can get even taller than that. A massive plant. The Symphytum officinalis is a small plant, rarely reaching past knee-high, with yellow flowers that set seeds. Right? I've only seen Symphytum officinalis growing up at Richter's in Canada and in a few places wild in Germany. Nobody grows Symphytum officinalis. People grow Symphytum uplandica, and not just Symphytum uplandica, but Symphytum uplandica X, which means a hybridized cross. All right, so as I understand it, Henry Doubleday, back in the 40s, crossed Symphytum uplandica with itself over and over again to make hybrids that were free of the pyrrolizidine alkaloids. And the pyrrolizidine alkaloids are alkaloids that can cause liver congestion, which we don't want. So thus arises the kind of scare stories about Comfrey, that Comfrey can cause cancer, Comfrey can damage your liver, Comfrey can kill you. Well, how many recorded instances of Comfrey causing death or liver damage are there in the medical literature? 3. 2 neonatal deaths and 1 grown woman who had liver congestion, right? How many deaths are there from aspirin every month? More than 3. Are you terrified to take an aspirin? No. And yet people are terrified of Comfrey? This does not make a lot of sense to me. But then again, we know that human beings are not very good at judging risk. What is riskier, flying in an airplane or getting in your car to drive to the supermarket? Getting in your car is far riskier. You're far more likely to be killed or maimed in your car than you are on any airplane, and yet Homeland Security is not checking you out.